Hi, fifth graders. My name is Miss M. We are going to start doing some art activities together. And everything we're going to do together is going to be nice and simple stuff you can do at home. All you need is some paper and something to write with, okay? So all of my examples, I'm going to use this black marker, and that's so that you can see what I'm doing on the screen. But if you have a pencil, pen, crayon, whatever works is what you're going to use, okay? So let's take a look at our objective. And now you've probably found this video through a PowerPoint from your art teacher, okay? And all these are typed out there as well. So our lesson for our first lesson for Unit 1, here is our objective. At the end of our lesson, you will be able to find examples of contour lines all around you, okay? And you will use inspiration from your environment to create your own drawings using blind and continuous contour lines. Now you see I've underlined here contour lines and blind and continuous contour lines. And that's probably because most of us might not know yet what a contour line is. So we're going to talk about it real quick and check out some examples. So you can see here, this is a hand probably, right? And it looks like they're holding something. We can't tell what they're holding. It might be a tennis ball, it might be a clementine, we don't know. But what we do see is the line outlining the idea of the picture, okay? There's not a lot of details here, but we're able to get the basic information and the basic outline, okay? So what this is called, this is a contour line. Now it's a line, like I said, that's going to give us just the basic idea. You might have heard the word contour before if people are talking about makeup and they're talking about contouring their face, okay? That's about using the right colors to fit the shape of someone's face when they're doing their makeup, okay? So it's using the idea of lines and outlining a shape with the basics, okay? And it's almost the same thing here. So that's a connection you can make with things you may have seen elsewhere, okay? So does this look like something simple that you might be able to draw? It is, right? Because it's not a lot of details. But we are going to get a little funky here and try some different things. First thing we're going to try is what's called a continuous contour line, okay? So you can see here, this is also a hand, but it's not quite exactly accurate, right? It doesn't look exactly like a hand. It's not totally realistic. We see here it says starting line, okay? And we can follow the line going all the way around, loop-de-loop-de-loop, all of those fingers, and it goes back to the finish line. So what that means is that when you are the artist creating a continuous contour line drawing, you're going to put your pen down on that starting line, and you are not going to pick up your pen until you've created your full contour line drawing, okay? I'll show you a quick example. So the examples we just saw were hands, right? You can look at your own hand, or you can find objects around you, okay? So I might use this bottle of hand sanitizer sitting in front of me, okay? I am going to keep my eyes on my object, and I'm going to remember that I cannot pick up my pen, okay, until I've outlined the whole object. All right, all the way around. Now, is that totally accurate and realistic? No, but we get the basic idea of the contour line, the outline of this object, okay? Now, if I had printed out a picture of this hand sanitizer, could I draw that as my object? The answer to that is no, because all of your examples for your contour drawings, you want them to be a real 3D object in front of you, okay? So 3D meaning that it sticks out, it's not flat, all right? So go ahead and try your own continuous line contour drawing right now. And you can pause the video if you'd like. All right, I hope your contour line drawings went well. And hopefully you were able to start at your starting point and go all the way around without picking up your pen until you reach that finish line, okay? Now, what do you notice about your drawing? Does it have lots of details and shading? Probably not. It's showing the basic outline, okay? We're going to talk about one more way that you could make a contour line drawing, and then we're going to talk a little bit about how we can find contour lines in the world around us, okay? So our next one is going to be fun. It's called a blind contour drawing, okay? Here's an example. I've done one before. Oops. I did this one with our with another class, and my object was this teddy bear sitting here in front of me, okay? So blind, we all probably know at this point, blind means that you can't see something, right? So when you are creating a blind contour drawing, you've got a special challenge, okay? Your challenge is to try your very best to not look at your paper, okay? So one way that you can do it, I might be looking at my teddy bear here in front of me. I know that my pencil is on my paper, and I am only going to look at the teddy bear, and I'm making a contour line all the way around. Now, can I pick up my pen? Yes, because this is just a blind contour drawing. I am not looking at my paper. I'm only looking at my object in front of me, and we're going to have to see how it comes out. All right, so these are fun because you get to be a little goofy and you get to practice figuring out where the lines fit in an object that's in front of you, okay? So, an extra tip, if you have a hard time not looking at your paper, you can take a pen or a pencil and poke it through your paper. Hold your pencil like regular, and then you can continue your drawing, and the paper's covering it up, so you can't take a sneak, okay? Go ahead and try that. You can either look at your object without looking at your paper, or you can create your special pencil shield. Go ahead and pause your video to give that a try with our blind contour drawing. All right, awesome. How did it go? The blind contour drawing can be pretty tricky, right? So the next thing we're going to look at is how we can find other examples around us of contour lines, okay? So one example we've got here is my smelly shoe. But where do you see a line, or where could be a contour line going around the shoe? Maybe the outline, maybe you'd see something going back and forth on the shoelaces. So here is an example. You could find this image on Google. I didn't make this one, but you can do a contour line drawing of your shoes, right? Because this is something we would find in our environment, okay, in your home. And you can start with an outline. You can try doing a continuous line drawing, or you could do a blind contour, okay? It's up to you. That's your challenge, okay? Say that you have a mirror at home. You might, okay? And if you do, you can put a mirror in front of you while you're drawing, and you can try to do a contour drawing of yourself, or maybe if you have a sibling or a family member nearby, you can ask to draw them as well, okay? So let's try and take a guess. Do you think that this one was done with blind contour drawing or continuous contour drawing? It's hard to tell. I think it was definitely continuous because there's these marks here where it looks like the artist went back and forth to trace the lines over again. Now let's go back to the sneakers. Do the sneakers look like they were blind or continuous? Take a close look at those details. Now I see some lines that are not connected there, so I'm going to take the guess that this drawing was done with a blind contour technique, okay? So the artist was not looking at their paper, they were only looking at the shoes, because we see that they picked up the pen at quite a few points, okay? Now, do you think you could do a drawing that's both blind and continuous? So you're not picking up your pen from the paper, and you're not looking at it. You can give that a try. Find an object in your environment at home, give it a try drawing it. okay? Go ahead and let's aim to do 3 more drawings, okay? We can pause our video and then we'll come back together. All right, so your goal was to do 3 more drawings of either blind contour drawings or continuous contour drawings, okay? And I know they can be challenging, but I hope you had fun with them. These next steps are also in the PowerPoint where you found this video, but we're going to talk about them here together real quick before we part ways. So this first thing says, compare and contrast all of your contour drawings, okay? So I would like you to lay out all of your drawings, all of your papers, and you can write down, or you can think about it. It's always better to write it down. You can think about how these drawings turned out similarly and how they might be different. Which ones were easiest? Which ones were most challenging, okay? And the last thing I want you to think about is how can this skill be used in other drawings, okay? So, just like how your favorite basketball player, they have to do push-ups at practice so that they can be in shape and ready for the big game, right? So an artist has to do exercises like this so that they can be ready to tackle a big masterpiece, okay? So if you have practice with doing contour lines, okay, outlining the shape of your hand sanitizer or just something sitting on your table, okay, if you have practice doing something like that, maybe you can try and brainstorm ideas on how this skill could help you with something bigger, okay? All right, that's all we have for lesson 1, 5th graders, okay? I'll see you next week, okay? Bye.